What's up, family? I don't know what's next. Multiversus has been a great experience for me, especially in 2024. The game returned, we gained a big audience here, and we built something here. I wanted to help a lot of people with the game, help people understand the game, and just generally get better at fighting games. The problem was every update, it felt like the game got better, but there was really no incentive to keep playing. There was always something. There was always some type of glitch or always some type of bug or something that was in the game or some type of loop or just something broken or characters not getting better the way people wanted it to. It was always something, right? It didn't deter me from playing. It made me want to play the game because I understand that games need time to get better. I don't think things started going downhill until I realized that the community was turning their back on the game. It's not like I've gotten worse at the game. I've actually gotten better. It's not like I don't enjoy the game more than I ever have. I actually do.
Eesh. Uh-oh. Oh. Eesh, eesh. Eesh, eesh. Eesh, eesh. Oh. Eesh, eesh. You got one more. Oh, he in trouble. Eesh. Eesh. He ain't touched the ground yet. He ain't touched the floor yet. Bow! That was nasty. I can. Tech roll. Eesh, eesh, eesh. Come back down.
The problem here is there's no incentive to play. So when I turn on Multiversus, I'm not grinding for anything. Now you would say, hey, why are you not playing ranked play? Well, because ranked play, I don't get nothing for it. Let's say you get all the way to master and you unlock a skin for a character that you don't play. Whoop-de-doo, I don't play that character. I play Black Adam, you guys know that. I don't get anything for my character. For the grind that I'm putting in, I don't get anything for it. Now, this is not a video of me complaining about the game. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with it. But this is just me more so pointing out why I don't know what's next here. I don't understand if Multiversus, if Player First Games is actually hearing the specific stuff we're talking about, like what we want better in Multiversus. Now, I know Ajax and the Cat, two great players, people that have been in the FGC prior to Multiversus, and they understand how gameplay works. And I know that they're pushing things. But some companies just don't listen. It's not their fault. It's not the developers. That's not the problem here. A lot of times it's the suits. It's the guys that are calling the shots. When they call that big table meeting and they say, hey, what are we doing about the game? Give me all ideas. They throw the ideas out. The people say how much money it's going to cost. And they say, oh, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to add that. Let's just put this in there and this and this. And then the players get upset when things don't change, right? I don't blame the developers for the game is. I don't. It's not their fault. I know how it worked for MW2 to MW3 to BO6. They're not the ones that call the shots. It's the guys in the suits that call the shots. And so I always have compassion and grace for those that are game developers. I know that they are very passionate about what they do. But if the people upstairs don't want to help that, it is what it is. For instance, we still don't have Dexter's. Like, we have Dexter's Laboratory, but we don't have Dexter. We don't have Dee Dee. We don't have Ed, Ed, and Eddie. We don't have Scooby-Doo. Ben 10. It's a lot of characters that we could have in the game that we just don't have. Porky the Pig, Daffy Duck. We're missing quite a few characters. And I think that those are the bigger draws that we're looking for. I think Marceline was a great release. I think shooting was a great thing to the game. But honestly, without having incentives to play for, it's just hurting the game. I said this on stream before. If most fighting games came out with a system that had the Call of Duty camo system, if you do certain challenges, you unlock certain variants, unlock certain skins. So for instance, if I get 100 knockouts, I get a certain skin for my character. So all the way from 0 to 10, you get a skin. And it could be this, like every variant that they have in the game could have their own colorway. Like, you know, on Street Fighter 6, you have colors. Okay, well, Multiversus can have that with their own skin variants. So each variant has like maybe 5 different skins, like 5 different colorways. And you have to do specific challenges to unlock that. You got to hit a neutral special 2 times in one match, or whatever the case may be. If there was things that we could grind for, and now it gives me that incentive to play with other characters, I for sure think that the retention rate, the playback ability, people returning back to the game, it goes up, you know. And then on top of that, it's got to be an overhaul. It's got to be an overhaul to the rank system. It's got to be an overhaul to characters. It just there has to be a huge change for all of these things. I've been saying this for a minute. We need a new variation system. The perk system is okay, but I think that it's outdated, and I don't think that it is doing what they thought it was going to do. I would love a perk system. I would love a perk system where the signature perk actually changes the entire kit of the character. So if you got somebody like Wonder Woman, she has Injustice Wonder Woman, New 52 Wonder Woman, the zombie version of Wonder, and each one of them should fight very different. They should have different special moves. Now their core, like 1-1-1 could be the same, up one could be the same, down one could be the same. That's fine, but their specials change. So there's a flying Superwoman. There's a shield tossing Superwoman. Those little bracelets that she uses, she can deflect all projectiles, and on top, like there should be different, like the signature perk should actually change the kit of the character. It's such a simple game, right? We have right and left, same move, up, down, 2 different moves. Then you jump in the air, right, left, same move, up, down, 2 different moves. So essentially each character has roughly about 15 to 20 moves. I want to say that. I want to say about 15 to 20, about 15 moves, because like the specials included. That's not a lot of moves. Smash has more moves than that, right? If we could change the signature perks to make different characters, I think it would just do well. I really do. I think it would just do well. If you want to create like perk 1, perk 2, perk 3. Perk 1 could be offensive moves. Like you can have a move be a charge cancelable move, and you can pick whichever one that you're trying to charge cancel with. So if it's your side 2 or if your side down, you're down 1, those are 2 moves that you'll have an option to be like, okay, I want this to be side cancelable, or I want this move to have armor to it. But now when it has armor to it, it does less damage. Like the perk 1 would be great if the offensive perks actually affected the character themselves. Or like this specific move has that slammable dock to it if you hit it 3 times. Or the number 2 perk could be defensive. That could be this move breaks through, shield breaking attacks, or when you're blocking, or if you do armor attacks, or whatever the case may be, or you get a command grab off this move to go through somebody blocking. I just think that if we change the perks up to be specific to the character's move sets, just like how they did in Injustice. If you guys remember Injustice, you had gear. Injustice 2, you had gear, and the gear would give you brand new moves. Okay, so I think that'd be fire. Or MKX or MK11 variation system where you could pick, you know what I'm saying, between different moves. It adds more complexity. I mean, we're talking about like Shaggy here, who has multiple variations of himself. It would be cool if they had a nunchuck Shaggy where he actually did have his nunchucks with him and he can fight with his nunchucks, or he fights with a piece of salami. You know what I'm saying? It would be cool to see Batman not just use his grapple gun and his batarangs. He has so many things. He has the glue. He has the zip lines. He has the disruptor gun. He has so many different things. Freeze mines. Multiverse is sitting on a golden egg right now, especially with the IP that they have. If we had different versions of superheroes, different versions of characters, I just feel like it would up the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I don't like the way that this character fights in this version of them. Like, this is the Shaggy version here. Okay, maybe I like the old school Shaggy version where his basis of fighting is more so sandwiches. That's his whole thing. Like, he's more of a projectile character instead of him being the jab uppercut character that he's been. These variations would change. Superman. Let's say Superman, the way that he is right now, he's a tank that is OD fast. Okay, well, he has another version of himself that's a little bit slower, but he's more of a counter fighter. You ever notice, like, in most Superman, he always stands there. They try to throw a punch at him. He catches the punch and he hits you one time a punch. What happened if he has those where he's a parry character? You know what I'm saying? If you throw a projectile at him and he neutral dodges it, he'll teleport behind you, like how he does in everything that he's ever in. I mean, these are different ideas that I think they could do with a variation system that would up the game and bring people back and really want to play Multiversus. Last thing about Multiversus, and like I said, this is not a video complaining about it. This is more so a video like I don't know what's next with Multiversus. Characters, we do need some crossovers. If we can get Doomsday, Green Lantern, The Flash, Aquaman, characters that just really bring people in. I'm talking about Spawn, you know what I'm saying? Like Deadshot, Deathstroke, Green Arrow. We need some characters. And the moves can't be the same looking move. It's just, they changed it up a little bit. Like for instance, Raven's neutral move is literally Black Adam's move, just chargeable and way faster. Marceline's elbow drop is literally Superman's up two, just without the armor part to it. So there are like, everybody needs to be unique in their own way. They should have their own moves. Like we need crossovers, and we need way more of these. And we need the heavy hitters. We need the Courage the Cowardly Dogs. Like we need him in the game. We need Billy and Mandy. Those people that really bring in Tweety Bird and Sylvester. Like we need all of them in the game. Bring Tweety Bird, Sylvester, and the Grandma as one character. Bring them all in together. And that should be and that should be like the basis of Multiversus. It's the fact that the Multiversus has to bring in all the big stars from all the other, you know what I'm saying? Like Multiversus, you know, like we need MK characters. Like we need the Scorpions, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage. Bring them in, because Johnny Cage and Shaggy as a team, that would be kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Raiden and Black Adam as a team, that would be crazy. Liu Kang and Shaggy would be crazy, because I think that was the initial vision of Multiverse. Now I understand that there's a money thing. They can't just get these characters, obviously. It costs money. And so the question is the studio, Warner Brothers, the publishers, going to give Player First Games the money to do these things? I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you, because the way that MK1 is looking, they might not. They might. It's hard to tell. I mean, MK1, this has been the worst we've ever seen MK1, and this is under Warner Bros. So I don't know if Warner Bros is the place for video games at this point, even though they have an amazing IP and they have a game like Multiversus that could really do huge things. This game got an award for the most players to play a fighting game ever. And there was a reason for that. A simple fighting game with a crossover of all these different characters, and everybody loved it. I didn't come into Multiverse until like a year later, and then I fell in love with the game. And it wasn't just the movement, it was really the IP. I don't play platform fighters. I'm not a platform fighter person. So Smash, Rivals, NASB, I'm not a platform fighter. I play Tekken, Street Fighter, you know, like the what they would consider to be real fighting games. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of the different martial arts styles, the frame data, that's what I play. Multiversus is the first platform fighter I've ever played at and ever been good at. I'm trash at Smash. So to have this IP of all these characters and this potential that could really go crazy, it just feels like this major L to know that it's like, it's not just the oh, there's no speed to the game, oh, there's no this, like, no, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. It's because all of us see the potential of what this game can be. All of us see like the variation system, the perk system, it needs to change. You know what I mean? Like when you're leveling up your character, that needs to change. There's nothing there. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like you get a character up to level 20 and you get nothing for it. Perk currency? Like, no. If you look at MK1, when you level up a character, you get brutalities, intros, outros, colorways, like different pieces of gear. I mean, that's exactly what Multiversus should be. Multiverse should be the same thing. It should be, you get new intros, You get new colorways, you get new taunts, you get new, if they did introduce a brutality, I think a brutality system would be kind of crazy too. If you perform something, do something twice, you know what I'm saying? Like how they did in MK versus DC, heroic brutalities and stuff like that. Like, I think that would be fine. Obviously, you're not killing the person because they can't do that. But if it was like, Bugs Bunny, if you do, this move somewhere at the end of the game and you get ready to KO them, once it activates, you punt them into the ground. Now it's like it's over. Like, because they would have got KO'd upward, but instead you did a brutality or whatever it is, a motiality, and that's the end of the game. Hey, I'm already at like 130 HP. I'm dead. No, he's gonna finish his combo and I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about it. Like that would. What I liked about Multiversus was the fact that there was so much creativity. And over time, it just started becoming Smash. Like, like everybody's complaining. All of these Smash heads that was saying, turn it into Smash, make it Smash. There was wall combos in the game. Like we had the game was unique and different in its own way. And that's what I miss about Multiversus. I miss the walls. Because it was extra combos that we didn't have in any other fighting game, any other platform fighter. All the Smash players came in, said, make the game like Smash, and then left the game and went to Rivals. So obviously we're listening to the wrong people because those aren't the people we should be listening to. The game had more numbers when it was in its own unique path. The only issue was it was too much cheese. Now that we're at where we're at now with less cheese, all of that stuff should be brought back. All of the stuff that made the game what it was before should be brought back. Moving in the direction where you listen to those players that told you to take all this stuff out. But when the game had all this stuff, it had more people. Now that stuff is removed and it's becoming a Smash clone, now those Smash players left the game. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Go back to y'all original creativity. Go back to y'all original. This is what we wanted to do. This is how we wanted to make the game. Like, we have a great foundation. I miss being able to cancel moves. Like, with Black Adam, you used to be able to charge and then cancel. Superman used to be able to charge, neutral attack, and then cancel. I miss all of that. I miss that. And if you add that to the variation system, now we get an opportunity to do that. But you got characters like Joker can cancel, Beetlejuice can cancel, Batman can cancel. You feel what I'm saying? Like all of these other Iron Giant can cancel, but the character that's really slow, my character, Black, he can't cancel. So if I throw this move out, as soon as I start it, I'm cooked. There's nothing I can do about it. Canceling is it always does well with most fighting games. MKX, you could cancel everything basically. And that's why that game was so, because it was complexity with the speed. And if you knew how to slow people down, it made you even better because you made them fight, a normal match. That wasn't just all about just combos. Like I love the combos in Multiversus. I just want there to be more ways to do combos. Like after hit advantage, that's what we call it. Hit advantage. So after hit, like if you get a hit, the hit advantage allows for you to do either cancel frames, like cancel advantage, so that you can throw out another move. Okay, so we need more of that. So if I see this other Black Adam, he fights this way, or this other Superwoman fights this way, and they combo route this way, I should be able to combo route this way with my Powerpuff Girls. Our combos shouldn't be one and the same. They shouldn't be one and the same. They should be very different. Because that's why we loved Mortal Kombat X. Because everybody had different combos. You saw Ninja Killer doing combos with Liu Kang that nobody else was doing. You saw Pig of the Hut using combos with Kenshi that nobody else was doing. Tyrant was using combos with Jax, and then here comes MIT using combos with Jax and then DJT. Like you saw everybody with the Scorpions, everybody was doing different combos. It wasn't until MK11 comes out, and now if you switch variations, that's when you saw different combos. But now they started to make it to where this is just the generic combo. This is just what it is. There's no way to change it or make it a little bit. Now you can get a setup afterwards, but you can't change it to get the optimal. That's why I play Tekken. Because Tekken allows for me to have different combo routes than somebody else because I get a different outcome. I might just want Oki after I'm done. And if you don't understand what Oki is, it just means when my opponent hits the floor, I want to be right above him. Maybe I got plus 30 frames above them. plus 25 frames, plus 18 frames. If you're playing Street Fighter 6, that happens a lot. So some people won't do big combos because they want to get the Oki. They want the advantage after the person hits the floor. In Multiversus, it's just one combo. Like, it's just, that's the combo for him, and that's just what you do. Batman, that's the combo now. You can't really be creative with it. Now it turns to a 50-50. So that everybody's Batman starts to look the same. That's MK1. That's literally what MK1 is. Everybody starts to look, because that's just the route. You gotta start the combo with that button right there. And if you don't, the next button is this one, because that's just how it is. I don't like that. I want Multiversus to go back to that unique style that what they imagine the game to be. Now that y'all have had some time, you can go back. You can't be like, okay, from the beta, what can we bring in, but actually make it to where it's a more skill-based thing. It's more of a, this is my style type of deal. This is what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. If you really need inspiration, I would definitely say look at Injustice 2 and look at Injustice 2 and start picking what was clean from that game. Look at MKX, what was clean from that game. Look at MK11, what was clean from that game. What did they do that made people love the game? And then I'm not gonna say start from scratch. I'm just saying the gameplay is fine. The gameplay is good. It's definitely gotten better, but there's something about the game that just gives me no incentive to keep playing. If I hit Master 1, I had no reason to play anymore, right? I had no reason to play. I'm basically done with the game. So what's next? Honestly, this is my fighting game channel. I do have another channel, youtube.com/TreyandJ. If you guys want to see my shooting game content, I'm trying to refrain from uploading shooting game content here because I really just want this to be my fighting game channel. So Tekken 8, 2XKO is coming out, 2XKO is coming out this year. There's other fighting games coming out. I really just want to focus on fighting games on this channel and not really upload, because I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals and it's just been fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been really, 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 really good. And I know a lot of y'all love my vibes. Y'all love my energy. And if y'all in the comment section say, hey Trey, I rock with you regardless, I just want you to just stream on this channel, upload on this channel. Let me know in the chat. Again, I made this channel because I wanted to help people in fighting games. I wanted to give people that knowledge and information of fighting games that I lacked when I was a kid. And at 32 years old, I want to share it with somebody. I want to share it. Obviously, if you know me, you know I'm a child of God too. So Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. So we be talking about God in the chat and stuff like that. So that's the bigger message of it all. It's the fact that I had to pray to get this information. I had to learn to get better at the game, to understand it, especially as I got older and older. To not be caught by that stigma, like, oh, you're old. Like, nah, like I'll cook you, like, for real. In Jesus' name, don't play with me, bro. So I want to share this information. I want to give you guys, like, the kid that's 13, 12, 8, 9, these prodigies that's out here, and it's just like, yo, I need somebody that look like me, speak like me, talk like me, to be able to break this information down to where I can understand it, and it makes sense to me. And I feel like that's what I'm called here to do. That's what my purpose is here to do, and to spread Jesus' name at the same time. So I'm really gonna go back to how I really started this channel, and that's number one, teaching, like making informational videos. But really, I want to get back into Tekken, and I just want to get more people into like real fighting games. I know Multiversus is a great game. I'm still waiting for them. Ajax just got a promotion. He's basically saying like he's about to be on the gaming development side instead of just being on the community manager side. So he's going to be involved with how the game works, how the characters are going to be designed. So I'm expecting to see some huge changes, but not right now. Ain't nothing going to change in the next 2 weeks. He going to need some time in there. So as the game is still being worked on and fixed, I don't think the game is dead at all. So I don't even speak that type of negativity. I rebuke that. I think that the game just needs a little bit, it just needs time. And I've seen multiple games make huge changes, come out and kind of die out a little bit and then come back and start trailblazing. That's Cyberpunk. That's Battlefield 2042. That's Battlefield 4. That's Fallout 4. I mean, it's been Fallout 76. Like, these are games that they said was dead and nobody was going to rock with it. Marvel Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like, has seen some of the biggest numbers like that it's ever seen because they fixed the game, they addressed the problems. So I will never count a game out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and say, oh, it's over. It's not over. It's not over. I think that people in today's gaming space, they're so attracted to negativity because it's bringing attraction to them. So they're like, hey, let me play the negative role because that's getting me views. My question to you is how long does that last? So the game gets good and then what happens? Now you start speaking positive about the game. Ain't nobody gonna rock with that. They rock with you because you speak negative. So now you gotta go find something else to speak negative about if the game goes in a good direction. Cause then you're gonna be like, wasn't you just speaking bad about the game? Now you meat riding it? Oh, did they pay you? You feel what I'm saying? So I never go down that path. Even if my views drop, I'm not gonna speak down about a game because these are real people. These are real developers. These are real, real life individuals that love video games the same way that we do, and they being dealt a hand. And either the company's gonna let them do what they dreaming about doing, or the company's gonna hold their hand and say, no, you can't. And you gotta do with the money that we give you to make it what it is. And that's the truth. That is the honest to God truth. So I always have grace and I always have compassion for the game developers, especially when I know that they're not the real ones that get to call all the shots. They don't. They have to answer to somebody, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we go on this channel. We are going to focus really on just helping people play video games, helping people get better. If y'all want me to start uploading my Marvel Rivals, if you don't understand Marvel Rivals and you're like, yo, Trey, you help me in Multiversus, you help me in Tekken, can you help me in Marvel Rivals? I'm here to do that too. I just average numbers in the game. I think I'm a pretty good shooting game player. You know what I'm saying? If you want my help in anything like that, like I'm here for it. I just want to know in the chat if you guys actually want it. I'm trying not to make this video long, but I be yapping. Just let me know in the chat what you guys want from me. If you guys want shooting game content here, like Marvel Rivals, I won't upload Call of Duty here. Unless y'all ask for it, but I think people genuinely understand. It's just the only thing that people, never mind. If y'all want to see shooting game content on here, just let me know in the chat, all right? Keep God and Jesus Christ in your life, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Pray before you go to bed. I'm out of here.
How do you see Trey and Jay?